Hey, today we're going to be fulfilling a 5-year-old request thanks to this comment right here. But first, let's get ready. And now we're ready. For the first time in 5 years, I am putting on my chef coat. Disturbingly nasty, but we will work with it for now and get it washed for the next video. All right, now since the jacket is pretty dirty, I'm gonna go ahead and put a apron on over it for today. Now it's time to begin. Let's start with chopping our mushrooms and preparing them, and then we'll saute them, and then in another video we'll make mushroom soup with them. So stay tuned. We're gonna start by setting up our station. I'm gonna pull out my chef's knife. I'm gonna go ahead and hone that off. Cutting board, mushrooms. I'm gonna toss the mushrooms out of the steamer. You can use a colander. But when you wash mushrooms, you don't want to soak them. You just want to get the main pieces of dirt off them. So I'm gonna go to the sink and do that right now. So I place them in this colander so they'll drain while I wash them, and just the loose dirt will come out. And then we can go right into our chopping. What are we missing? We're missing a bowl. That's exactly right. Missing a bowl to put our chopped mushrooms in. Now I'm gonna show you my favorite way to chop a mushroom. Take the knife, take the mushroom, put the stem towards you, and then you're gonna cut on the end of it, and then you're gonna roll it open, and you're gonna cut again, and roll a little bit, and cut, and just keep rolling and cutting until you're at a happy size. And it makes these pretty cool pieces that look pretty sweet. All right, so now we're gonna chop the rest of these mushrooms the same way. Remember, just down on the end, and then slowly rotate and chop. And yeah, whoa, that, don't record that. I usually use my knife to do this, but for the sake of TV, I'm gonna use a bench scrape to scrape up the pieces. And I'm gonna move this forward so this camera can see it better. So yeah, normally I do this, which maybe you shouldn't, but it's what I do. So I'm gonna use a bench scrape because we're recording. All right, so we're gonna cut more of our mushrooms like this, just down the side and then open and turn. Till we're happy with the pieces, scrape it up, dump it over. Now we're gonna go a little faster. Normally when you're cutting vegetables, you want to try to get it to a flat surface as soon as possible and cut. That's a safer way to cut. It's hard to do that cut this way. So if you wanted to do a safer cut, you could probably cut the end off, go flat, and then just chop through, slice the mushrooms. So that would be an easier way to cut your stem off and then slice through your mushrooms for an alternate cut to the mushrooms. Now, one of the things that makes this super easy is my knife is sharp, so I highly recommend keeping sharp knives around. Just makes cutting so much easier and straightforward. All right, so now we have our chopped mushrooms. We still have some whole ones. I'm gonna figure out what to do with these later, but I'm gonna show you now how to saute the mushrooms. If you're wondering what's bubbling behind me, I got some chicken stock going from this morning, and that will be incorporated into the soup video. All right, we got our chopped mushrooms here. And we're gonna go ahead and turn our heat to high. And then put our pan on the heat. One of the keys to sautéing anything is making sure your pan is hot. It's sautéing in a little bit of oil on a high heat. So our pan needs to be hot. We're gonna let it sit and get hot. And we're gonna put a little bit of oil in here to get that warm as well. Today we will use avocado oil. Smidgen of that. I'm talking not much at all right now because don't need it. Now we're gonna wait for it to get hot. I saw another method of cooking mushrooms on YouTube where the chef chopped the mushrooms, put them into the pan with no oil, just dry. Before the pan was hot, let it come to temperature with the mushrooms in, and that drew out a lot of the water from the mushrooms. And then he finishes it with butter. Might be a worthwhile method to try, but today we're focusing on a more traditional saute method. Our oil's hot. We're gonna put in some mushrooms. Listen to that. Just patiently let it cook. Let it sit. Look at that. Beautiful color. Here, you see on these. High heat, low oil. Saute. Just salt. And I got some sauteed mushrooms for anything, which I'll be taking and putting into soup. So subscribe and maybe you'll see a soup video soon. We'll see. Thanks for watching.